Hey guys, how's it going? So we're out back here behind the shop working on the garage find QT16. Remember, junkyard, well, fence row QT16, garage find QT16. And what we're going to do today, and I already did some, is I removed the fenders, because if you remember in the last video, the hydrostatic return mechanism was stuck. But look, I got it working. So what I did is I backed this nut off, and I think it's like 1.5 inch nut. This is 1 1/4 inch wrench, and I had to grind it down to fit in there, like grind some girth off, as you can see. And then I only had 1.5 inch wrench, and I didn't want to sacrifice it, so I have a couple 1.25 inch. So we just egged her out, and I sat there and I was backing it off, and I sprayed lube in. You can see all the plastic, or whatever kind of plastic they are, spacers. I sprayed some lube in there, got them all separated to get the lube in between, and she freed right up. So we tightened her back down, and since you can only swing the wrench so far, I was taking advantage of being able to pivot this to tighten it, and shit. So we got to fix that, but hey, at least it returns now, and that is tightened back down, so it won't change because it's already tight. So before I take this or put the fenders back on, I'm going to move it over to the garage to pressure wash the transmission off, since I have the room to do that now with the fenders off. And I have to put a condenser on this, which I'm pretty sure is why it keeps stalling out. So I'm going to get that done, then we'll pressure wash the transmission. And man, I'm supposed to go plowing with some friends here at a farm this coming weekend, and I may just build a 3-point to sleeve hitch adapter and take this thing. It's already got ags, just need to throw some weights on it. Heck yeah. Oh, and then since the last video, I changed the voltage regulator, and now charges. And I did something else too. What did I do to it? I don't remember. Anyway, it's working better. Oh, I'll put a battery in it. All right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, new condenser's in, because there's the old one. Let's see how we did here. Little throttle, choke it. Oops, turn the gas on. It hasn't been running in like a week, so oh yeah, and you got the brake up and start it. Forgot. Okay, see how we did. Even went as far as to set the points, so hopefully I did that right. This thing runs so quiet. Look, it charges. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess and get this moved around. Stay tuned. All right, guys. We got a much better seat on this thing. This is one of my good scores from the junkyard for cheap. We got the pedal welded up. That's good to go. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the engine has fresh oil on it. But yeah, I welded that back together, so now that works good. And as you can see, the pedal returns. And normally, right in there, which is what it's supposed to, this collar, outer collar is supposed to slip on the actual shaft that comes out. It was kind of seized, and then what happens is you have this rubber bushing here that's supposed to have each of these studs fastened to the side, and that's put in there to give it some forgiveness, so if you're really hard on it, you're not breaking stuff. But as you can see, that one's seen better days. So I try not to be too hard on things, so I just put a spacer in there with a bolt. Now she's solid mounted. Plus that was seized up anyway. But other than some nitpicky things like putting some hose clamps on, maybe changing the spark plug wires and other various things, this thing's good to go. Sweet. Let's take this thing for a drive. Let off the pedal and it stops moving. That is so nice. Now I won't accidentally almost drive it in the creek like last time I tried to test drive this. So I was going to take this thing plowing on Saturday, but I just don't have it. I don't have enough problem-free runtime on it, and I want to break it in more, so to speak, before I actually take it to do anything like that. Plus, it's Tuesday today and I still have to fabricate up an adapter or find a 3-point plow. So I'd just rather running around here a little more. Be able to hear there when I dropped off there. We'll see if I can get it to do it again. Nope, won't do it for the camera when it's looking. But I dropped down that hump and it's flooded out, sputtered and whatnot. So like I say, still have a few things to work out, but she's a good runner. Good runner for being pulled out of a garage for 10 years of sitting. Look at that, still charges even at idle. But pretty good for being pulled out of a garage after sitting for 10 years, 10 plus years, and having not very much done to it, at least as far as cleaning the carb goes anyway. And yeah, she runs pretty good. It needs a few things, like a proper carb cleaning yet, and the rubber motor mount bushings are shot. So I'm gonna see if I can replace those with like some solid type of bushing, but because it seems that they wear out really quick. But anyway, not bad for what it is. All right guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, take care.